This video is being recorded at 2:43 Pacific time. We just had the New York session close, and I took a few more trades since yesterday, and I'll show those to you right now. So I took 3 more trades, numbers 5, 6, and 7. 2 attempts were on EURCAD, and 1 was on USDJPY. We were selling the EURCAD on a potential breakout that didn't happen, and we bought USDJPY, which ended up breaking out. So let me go over those pairs with you right now. Okay, first I'll show USDJPY. We were able to capture this nice breakout candle that happened last night on July 13th. So let me go in closer to the lower time frame charts. So yeah, it broke out during the Sydney and Tokyo sessions, and it went into a range trading after London opened. Here is what the 1 hour time frame looks like. It's still trading in a range. I expect it to be quiet into the Sydney and Tokyo sessions, but we're not sure. So let me show you the exact entries on the 5-minute chart that I took. Okay, so I bought right on this candle here at 1810. So I was looking at this breakout. It passed this previous high here of 137.867, and then it went into consolidation for 2 more 5-minute candles. I was seeing these wicks pointing down, and the next candle showed me a breakout, so I took a buy as soon as this candle closed. The breakout didn't happen for quite some time. It traded sideways for much of the Tokyo session, but then towards the end we did have a breakout at 21.55, and it went continuously up into the London Open. So this was my exact entry at 137.993. I think I placed my original stop loss somewhere here. Yeah, I was at, I think it was 40 pips lower. Let me go back to the right chart. Yeah, it was somewhere here, 40 pips lower. I remember setting it just below this small consolidation on the 5-minute chart. So from entry to the stop loss, yeah, it was about 41, 42 pips. So 42 pips was 2% of the entire account risk that I took. And then after it continuously broke out, I did trail the stop loss to just above my entry as a break-even stop loss. And then I went to bed somewhere around, I think 12. I stopped looking at the chart after it continuously broke out. And then this morning I woke up around 6 a.m., like 5:30, 6 a.m. I saw it went all the way up. This was, yeah, maybe 140 pips to the peak. But I ended up exiting at 6:05. And the reason for that was I saw it was making lower highs. So we had 2 attempts by the buyers to try and break out again, but that didn't happen. So we had lower highs each time. And on this exact 5-minute candle, I saw that it broke the doji downwards, and I decided to close and take my profits, which was about 105 pips. So nice solid gain here. I watched the market actually for a few more minutes. It looked like it was going to break out again, and if it was, I would have been prepared to buy, but it did not. It went all the way down to the previous 5-minute support, and it's been ranging ever since the New York session closed. But we don't know. It could break out again tonight at the London Open. After all, on the daily chart, it only just started to break out with one candle forming. So this could be continuous. We could have many more setups and opportunities to buy. But so far, yeah, this was, I profited 103.6 pips. And for this $200,000 account that I'm trading, it's about almost a $9,000 increase. And that was, yeah, about 5% right here. So yeah, nice solid gain. We are solidly up to $208,000 and change. So yeah, let me go over the trades number 5 and 7 for Euro CAD. Let me hide these lines so you can see better. So yeah, it looked like on the evening of July 13th, it was going to break out again. You can see July 14th candle opened here. It went down initially, which was what I was trying to capture, but then the day closed with this bull candle. Let me go into the 4-hour chart. So yeah, this is what how the candles look on the 4-hour chart. And on the 1 hour, it's even more clear that this breakout was fake. So yeah, these were my 2 attempts right here at 1700 hours and 2100 hours. So let me show you the exact timing on the 5-minute chart. Okay, so the first attempt at breakout, I was quite certain it would be a breakout this time. We had a huge consolidation for I think 2 days since July 11th. If you remember, there was news the day before at the New York Open for the Canadian dollar interest rate decision. It ended up being 25 basis points more than expected. So I thought CAD would be strong and it would break out on the 13th in the New York session, but it didn't end up happening. There was just volatility up and down, and then it looks like the market took the rest of the day to decide. And then at the Sydney and Tokyo Open, it did end up going down. So it first broke the 1.3044 level at around 1645, and then it retraced up. And I took a buy on the second breakout, and it did end up going down. I think it was 10 or 11 pips that I ended up making. So I took the buy exactly here at 1.30346. Set my stop loss with 29.30 pips up to the previous high, and it did end up going down. However, I saw it was consolidating during this Tokyo session. It essentially, the sellers stopped right at this previous candle close, which was the volatility at the 5:30 a.m. news announcement. So sellers were hesitant to keep selling, and I did see the price go up a bit and formed a couple of dojis and then broke up again. So that's when I chose to close my trade with 10 pips of profit. And later on, I kept monitoring during the Tokyo session. It looked like it was going to break out again, so I took a sell right here at 2145. But that one turned out to be fake. The momentum slowed down and then reversed. And I'll enlarge these candles so you can see a bit better. And yeah, it passed the previous floor. I thought it was going to hit the previous support, which became resistance and go down, but that didn't happen. The buyers ended up breaking through and passed this previous high, and I exited exactly at 22.50 on this candle here. So I made 10 pips, lost 11 pips, and walked away with essentially a break-even trade. And then as you can see, for the rest of the London session, retraced all the way up and has been trading around the 1.3144 level ever since. So a bit surprising to me. I was thinking the euro would be weak and the Canadian dollar would be strong due to the interest rate decision, but looks like that did not happen. Could still break out next week. Tomorrow is Friday, so it may not happen. But overall, the chart is still going down in the long term on the 4-hour chart, and yeah, it's only retraced to one of the indicator lines on the daily chart, so it could bounce and then go down from here. We're just not sure at this moment. I will mention something about the US dollar though. This breakout, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, the unexpected rate hike from the Canadian Central Bank of an extra 25 basis points, it could lead other central banks to hike more aggressively to match. So it looks like people are thinking the same about the US dollar. Maybe the market is anticipating the next US dollar rate hike. Right now, I think it's priced in to be 75 basis points. There are rumors that the Fed could consider a 100 basis point hike, which would be pretty big news. But I did check the date. The Fed interest rate decision isn't until the 26th and 27th. So maybe next week could be a setup week for the US dollar. And yeah, we'll see what the news is. But it looks like for now, the yen carry trade is still alive and doing very well. You can see for several weeks and several months, USDJPY has been trending upwards due to the Japanese central bank keeping interest rates at near zero and the Fed obviously hiking because of the inflation numbers hitting consumer prices. So yeah, the US dollar, Japanese yen, it has passed all the previous resistances here. So this could be continuous and be several hundreds or maybe thousands of more pips to go. But it looks like clear skies ahead.